What's up, everybody? Welcome in to the Big Men on Campus podcast, a show every day where we break down college hoops for that day's action. It is January 19th, 2018. It's Friday, a Friday evening. Not a big card, but a valued card. We'll look into it here. I want to welcome everyone into the show. I'm your host, the Big Man on Campus. You can call me Jeff, you can call me Big Man, whatever you want, but in these parts, I go by the Big Man on Campus. Want to welcome everyone in. Appreciate you checking me out tonight. Hopefully, we can find some value on the card tonight. Hopefully, give out another winner. Had a nice night last night, 2-0 on the show. Everyone hit the like button if you can. I'd gladly appreciate it. You three fuckheads that hit the dislike button, why don't you fucking suck a dick? How about that? You pricks, jerk-offs. But you know what? Jealousy sucks. Jealous ones still envy, as they say. Yeah, I'll get at you, Robbie, man. I must have missed it. I'll get in touch with you. But Friday card, not a big card, so we'll have plenty of time after to chat a little bit about whatever you want. Doesn't really matter to me. We can go wherever you want, which we'll do. We're at 69 likes. That's awesome. Get it up to 369. 21 new. I hope you enjoy my channel and the show. We're trying to build something on this channel. You can also find me every day at SBR Picks, 10 o'clock a.m. So, yeah, hit the like button, share it on Twitter if you have it. It's always important to get new listeners and to maybe find people that will enjoy the show. Last night, a very nice evening we had, 2-0. It was fairly easy, too. I mean, the Wofford-Sanford game was an easy winner. I mean, that game was over with about 7 minutes to go. So, I mean, hit that one perfectly. Those teams just – I mean, they like to score points when they play each other. So that one was an easy one. And then we were really just kind of flipping on Virginia. But, you know, look, even a late run, kind of a late push, I didn't even think it hit 110. Ended up hitting, 114. But either way, I could care less. I think we all know it wasn't going to go, to 120 or anything. Another masterful performance from them on defense. So, yeah, we'll take it. 2-0, 75-45 on the season, 63%, up 25.3 units. So, nice little bankroll as we head into the weekend here, the Friday night card. And I will have one play tonight. I'm not going to go, last night, I mean, that was just because I like both those games a lot. But again, I mean, we don't limit ourselves. If there are 3 plays I like, I'll send out 3 plays. But again, you're not going to see 3, 6, 7, 8, 10 plays from me. It's just not going to happen. You can't win like that. And anyone says you can, I'd like to see that proof. Let's do a couple shout-outs here before we get into it. James Ross was number 1. Welcome in. Brian George, 2 Chains, David Hutton, Adam, Rashawn, Blue, Reggie, Tone, Ryan J, Rolando Rea, welcome in. Ro Money, what's up? Roberry, welcome in. Johnny Kicksnuts, Matthew Varnum, Matt Anderson, Styles, Adam 26, welcome in, man. Corey Kelly, Steven Ayla, what's up? John Nunez, Carlos Thomas, Adrich, Salty Dog, Justin Searcy, Big Yergs, Kevin White, Anthony Greer, Xylem Baldovino, Johnny Kicknuts, Matson, Thomas Lacey, Russell Beefswanger, Robbie, Jeff Slaughter, Dexter, Michael Waters, Titleist, Russie, Jordan, Chris Lomas, the Football Observer, welcome in. Marquise 103, Josh Turnage, Conrado Mendoza, Said Porter. Yeah, I do. I can figure it out. I don't really care who dislikes. It's really just, I mean, how can you dislike the show? I'm giving out free information on college hoops. What could you not like about it? If you don't like it, don't watch it. That's what most normal people would do. Marco Z. I'll get to it. M. Spurden. Hello. How are you? Paul Thibodeau. Welcome. Carlos Peroy. Old Miss, the Rebel, joining us. Rick H. Mr. Coates. Brad Dale. Nelson. Sports betting and poker. Anton Gardnier from the Bahamas. How about that? Welcome in. That'd be a nice place to be right now. Greg Hickman, Kyle Jasper. Plenty of people in here. We welcome you in. Thanks, Barry. Yeah, I know. I know it's the best show on YouTube. What do you want me to say? How about the boring Brown Yale game? They always suck. Well, ask and you shall receive, my friend. Do you ever go out to a movie? No, I don't go to movie theaters. Uh, actually, I'll talk about. Remind me later to talk about movie theaters. Amsterdam, welcome in. That's great. Awesome. Welcome in, my friend. Here from Hawaii, Kevin H. Kevin H. I'd like to hear more about your how you dealt with that missile thing the other day. That'd have been interesting. Obviously, it wasn't interesting. It would have been fascinating to see what went on there. Um, Nick Dial, what's up? Yeah, we'll talk about everything. We'll wait for the end, but let's get into tonight's card here. We'll go with the play of the day right out of the chute here, and we will go to Brown and Yale, game number 821, 822. There's only 7 games tonight, so the slim pickings out there, but I actually kind of like this game. I think there's some value here. I'm going to go with the underdog. I'm going to go with Brown here, +3 at home. We're getting a nice, couple points here for home dog in revenge. Brown University up in Providence. They actually played Yale last Friday, lost by 7. And I think there's important to look at what happened in that game because, Brown is a team that shoots free throws at 76% on the season. You look at a really odd game in that one. They missed 13 foul shots. Very uncharacteristic of this Brown team. They're 18 for 31 from the line, which, again, they shoot at 76%. I mean, that's really, really good. And they just had one of those weird shooting nights from the foul line. And it's hard to beat a team twice, especially in the Ivy League. The teams are fairly similar, fairly by the book. And, Brown's 5-1 at home this year. Yale's 4-7 on the road. They have to beat a team twice, 2 games in a row, and it's on the road. Brown is good. I mean, the 85 points a game. I like Yale. They're a solid basketball team, but again, Makai Mason's been out all year. Other players have had to step up. I just think this is a good spot for Brown tonight. I don't think they're going to miss 13 free throws. I like the fact that they're at home here, and I like the fact that they're getting a couple points here. I think Yale's always a public side. It's always a school that garners some public bets here on a Friday night. People don't know anything about Brown, and that's the kind of team I'm looking to back here on a Friday. And at any rate, they missed 13 foul shots and still only lost by 6. Home court's important. I like the way this team can score, and their defense is getting better. They shoot the ball at a high clip, and they're a much better fashion team. That could be a difference in this game. I'm going to take the 3. I think they'll win the game, but I'm going to take +3 here and go with it. I'm going to go with Brown +3. Let's go through a couple comments here. Does this make you feel warm and fuzzy? John Harvard asked Dexter Rojas. I guess they're friends. Let's get it. Nothing better than college basketball. Agreed. I worked at a movie theater where the Aurora shooting took place. Wow. You're kidding. That's horrible. I'll talk a little bit more about movies a little bit later. Here from South LA. Welcome in, El Chaparrito. Welcome in. ¿Qué pasa? Big man controls his bankroll. Yeah, I do. Exactly. Was considering Indiana and Canisius. Yeah, Canisius is an interesting one. I like it, but I am concerned about Canisius. They're not a particularly good road team. A lot of their success has come at home, but they're 2-5 against the number at home or on the road. I mean, and Manhattan's actually decent as an underdog and at home. I like their coach. And you look at like the difference between Canisius. I mean, they're barely scoring 70 points a game on the road. That's a little concerning. This should be a good game. I mean, we should come right down to why I think the line's right on point. Was Blackjack Fletcher on the early show of this one? Yeah, unfortunately, we weren't able to get Blackjack on the air this morning. We had an issue with basically SBR needs when we have a new guest, they need to double check that the camera and the stuff is all up to par. And unfortunately, there was some signals crossed. We weren't able to get on the same page this morning, yesterday, all that kind of thing. So we weren't able to get Blackjack on, but we'll have him on next week for sure. And him and I are going to be doing something pretty soon. So look out for that. I'm going to let him announce that, but Blackjack's a guy that we've gotten to know each other over the last week or so. We'd like to talk about games, and it'll be an interesting show because it was interesting how we met, him and I. But we're going to be doing some stuff here. There's something that happened this morning that was our fault. We weren't able to get him on. So we'll make that happen next week, and we'll talk some Super Bowl. What's up, Math Guy? Thanks for tuning in. Let's get through the rest of the games here. St. Bonaventure Davidson. This is a game where I think 5 points is a little much, but this is a really good defense that St. Bonaventure is going to have to face here, and it's away from home. Davidson's one of those teams that they're really tough to prepare for because they're a great offensive team, and they really get after you defensively. I mean, they've done some really impressive things, not only in conference, but at home. I mean, they're only giving up 58 points a game. And you're going to get a team in here, though, that can score. St. Bonaventure is a good team to back as a dog because they do the little things that you look for. They make threes. They make their foul shots. They play pretty good defense. This looks like a game that comes down to the wire, but I'm interested in seeing how they're going to play against Davidson's defense because it is one of the better ones that they're going to face this year. So for me, until I figure that out, I'm not crazy about this game, but it does look like a couple too many points. Indiana, Michigan State. I mean, I don't trust Indiana, particularly on the road, and I also right now don't trust Michigan State. Do they have the ability to win this game by 20? Sure they do, but they're not playing well right now. They're a bit overrated to me, and this line is high. This line looks like a Michigan State line, though. This looks like a 78-62 type of win. Indiana might hang around, but Michigan State really just does them in late. Michigan State's much more talented. Davis out for Indiana. Plus, I mean, A-Rod gave them a bit of a pep talk today, so that might get them going here. They haven't played well. This might be one of those get-right games that you look for. Kind of similar. This is a real similar spot to a couple days ago with Arizona against Cal. It was a game, that one was on the road, but it was kind of an inferior opponent, a big number, but a team that had been playing badly that you didn't really want to back. Michigan State, this should be a bit of a get-right game. That's my concern here if I'm Indiana. But it's hard to kind of hold your nose and lay this kind of number with them right now. But for me, I would lean with Michigan State here. Buffalo, Western Michigan. I think this is a good place to back Buffalo. The concern I have, though, is that's sharp money betting Western Michigan for sure. This line was 5 at open. Public likes Buffalo, clearly. I mean, you look at what they've done in conference, and they've won every game by double digits. The public is not betting Western Michigan here. They're just not. This is sharp money. So basically is, how much do you trust sharp money? I don't. Not really. Not in basketball. And not in a game like this. Not in a Friday night MAC game. It's just not. It's not one of those things you look for. So it's really about how much do you care about sharp money, because there's no other money betting this game from Western Michigan than sharp. I think Buffalo is the play. For me, when I bet college hoops, a lot of the time it's about, in a situation like this with these two teams, riding the team that's got you here. In a conference like the MAC, they need a team that's a dominating team, a team that's just better than everyone else. I think it's Buffalo. Buffalo's done a nice job on the road this year, and I mentioned their success in conference. They're scoring over 90 points a game in conference. So I also think this will be a high-scoring game. My lean for this game would be over the total. Western Michigan should be able to get 75. I mean, Buffalo, you have to think at this point, is good for 85 plus every game. I see 160 here. Both these teams, Buffalo particularly, that's one problem they do have. They put people on the line way too much. Western Michigan can be in this game with free throws, but I'm just not getting enough points to take Western Michigan. If I'm getting 7 or 8, I'd probably be on the dog here. 10 of 16 have gone over in this series. I would look over. Buffalo's really fast pace-wise. So that would probably be my advice. Over and Buffalo. Illinois, Wisconsin. This is another one that this was actually close to me for an over. One thing, 132 is just a bit too low here. Uh, Illinois is really fast pace wise. They're like top 30 in the country. They've really started to get it going. But then you look at Wisconsin, they're only Virginia is slower in the country than they are. But Wisconsin's actually decent offensively. They've done pretty well this year at home offensively, shooting almost 50%. Demetric Trice may play in this game. It's probably doubtful, but hey, he might. Both these teams, I know Wisconsin only gives up 66 points a game at home, but I just have the feeling this is like a 70-67 type of game. I think 132 is just a little too low. And like I said, I mean, Wisconsin is not great, but they still have the best player in the country, or not on the country, on the court. And Illinois struggles to score at times. They still go so fast that they'll put points on the board. But this game is strictly about tempo because it's a polar opposite of each other. You have Wisconsin, who's 350th in pace of possessions per game, and you have a team in Illinois that's top 30 in possession. So it's all going to be about tempo. The problem is Wisconsin's at home. They should be able to handle the tempo. And Illinois just fouls way too much. They have trouble guarding without fouling. And in conference, it's been a trouble spot for them. They're 0-6 in the Big Ten, giving up over 81 points a game. That's a concern for me. I lean Wisconsin, and I lean over. Canisius Manhattan, I discussed. I think that's a bit of a trap game. Canisius has been a really good ATS team. People are starting to buy into them. I'm seeing that name everywhere. For me, I'm not going to buy into this. I'm not saying they won't cover. I just don't have an opinion on the game. Don't be surprised to see the Jaspers get the job done. They're really well coached. Iona Monmouth, last one. And I saved this one for last because this line doesn't make sense. Okay. From what I can see, the whole world is on Iona, and the line hasn't moved a bit. You have Iona going on the road. On paper, they're the much better team. The other team's best players out. Why is the line only 2, and why is the line has not moved? Why? Doesn't make any sense, does it? It's another one. Both these games tonight in the MAAC are a little touchy. We'll see what happens. But from a betting perspective, I have no interest in either of these games. So if I were you, don't be surprised if we see something fishy going in 825, 826, and 827, 828. To me, the value tonight is on Brown. +3. I've not looked at the chat. Let's go through it here. A lot to talk about. Let's see here. Big man, did you see what Lafayette did to UTN in the second half? Yeah, you've asked me a couple times. I haven't had time. Yeah, they're not any good mentally right now. I've said that before, and until they switch it around, I don't have much to say about UTA. The writing's on the wall with them, unfortunately. They're weak mentally. Scott Cross seems to never have control of this group, and they're bad on the road. So, like always, it'll probably be another year where we hear how good UTA is, and we all like them, and they don't get the job done. This is why you're the best in the business. Who else is capping Brown and breaking down free throws? Well, because it's important, Jesse. And I thank you for the comments. It's uncharacteristic, is what I'm saying, and it's unlikely to happen again. What's up, Jeff? Longtime follower, never commented. Well, thanks for commenting. Melvin, I told you the stone cold line killer. Thanks. No problem, man. I like hearing that. Jasper's at home. Yeah. When am I going to be on here tomorrow? I will be on SBR at 11 a.m. with Ian Cameron. King Rail like St. Bonnie's. Good luck. I like Bonnie's, but I can't lay 5 against Davidson. Yeah, I mean, defensively, they've really improved. And Peyton Aldridge is really good. They've had a wide array of really good players, Davis, and obviously Steph Curry, but I mean, even recently with Jack Gibbs, Peyton Aldridge. I mean, Bob McKillop knows how to find these really good guards. Everyone likes Buffalo, but the line's going down. Another good point. It's sharp money on Western Michigan. Western Michigan coming in. That's why the line's going down. Yeah, I know. That's what makes the line go down. Money coming in on them. Big man, what's up? A1. What's up, big man? Got to watch Bankroll or you end up like Davey Scatino. Yeah, I agree. To watch your bankroll, says Andres. None business is coming in with 6,000 parlays. Listen, good luck, bro. No parlays for me, though. Where else are we going here? A lot of comments coming in. Bear with me. Uh, didn't it come out as a pick and then moved Iona -2? No, I don't believe so. You're not getting any Maction tonight. I hate Maction. I've always said that. I hate that league basketball wise. Not a big football fan of it anymore. I'll get into movie theaters in a minute. What site do you recommend for public percentages and public money? I mean, any of them do it. I have a program that I use. Big Men doesn't do. Yeah, I don't do first halves. Every game is won, but home teams seem to be rolling in conference play. Yeah. Joey Scalise, let's go Brown. Yeah, amen. What conference is playing the best basketball right now? Big 12, SEC. What's up, Kid Bay? Hope you're doing well, my man. How can you not? How can you sleep with no Maction? Because I hate it. Like I said, I don't like Maction. Where else can we go here? Good, you faded the Cavs. Very good. Why do you criticize people and block them for asking questions or calling you out on stuff? Well, I don't do that. I block assholes that are fucking idiots. I don't got time for explaining myself to you. You come on here and act stupid, you're getting blocked. You come on here and I don't like you, you're getting blocked. As you can see, I love confrontation. I got no problem breaking it down to you. But other dickhead losers that make up fake profiles to come in here and bust my balls, come to me right away. Show me your face. Come holler at me and say something to me instead of hiding behind a computer, bothering me. I don't criticize anybody, but if you say something stupid, no matter if I like you or not, you're getting called out for it. This is not a yes or no business. This is a service that I'm providing to you. You came on to listen to me, didn't you? That's how this works. Just like if I call in to your show, you have the floor to do what you want. I'm not going to hold your hand and kiss you and tell you you're doing a good job. I don't know people. I'm not going to put my opinion out there on someone that I don't know. Like blank space. I don't know what kind of handicapper he is. I'm not going to give him daps because I don't know him. I'm going to be nice to the guy, but if he says something I don't agree with, I'm going to call him out. I'm going to hit him on the carpet and see what's up. We have to stop with this. We're going to be nice to everyone. We're going to hold everyone's hand and say, sing kumbaya and this and that. I'm not doing it. I'm a real dude. I love all the comments. Most of the people in here, 90% of them are absolutely awesome. And I consider all of them friends. But the guys that they're stone cold losers, every one of them, all the guys, the dislike buyers, I know who they are. I know who you are, fat puss. I know who you are. I'm not stupid. You think I'm dumb, but I'm not. I'm smarter than you and all your other cronies put together. I see you from a mile away. So I'm not going to come in here and say you're right when I don't think you're right. If somebody comes in here and says, I'm on Yale tonight, I'm going to say to them, okay, why? Okay, fair enough. You can't be a yes man, man. That ain't going to work, bro. What do you think of Steve Stevens? I think Steve Stevens is a fake and a phony. I don't think he has anything. I don't think he knows anything about sports. He's a prop up guy that they paid to do a show. I don't think he could do any. I don't think he knows anything about sports, really. And if he came on my show, I'd probably tell him the same thing. Magic plus 11 was easy money last night. Yeah, I mean, as a double digit, as a favorite in general, you can't back them. Do I have thoughts on the East Coast West Coast Shrine game? No, but I'll look into it. Uh, there you go, Jordan Evans. Thanks. No problem, Thomas. Do you like anything in NBA? Yeah, I'll get to that actually. Do you ever mess around with teasers? No. Steve Stevens is really hurting right now. He's broken, has no clients. It sucks to be him. You're on your way out too. See ya. We all know who that is. That's Mr. Dislike Buyer, the big time loser that spends $5 every time on dislikes. I mean, I'm trying to help you and tell you to stop. You're losing money. It doesn't hurt me, man. Do you like the Nets and Lakers tonight? Yeah, I do like the Lakers. The Lakers are the one play I'd make in the NBA tonight. Yes. Lakers plus 2. That's what I'd be on. Only one. There's nothing else I like. Do you still break down NASCAR? Yeah, I didn't have a real good luck with NASCAR last year, so I kind of just got disinterested in it. But yeah, I like NASCAR. I'll get into it once the season starts. Daytona's coming up in a couple weeks. No problem, Mrs. Bearden. Thanks for listening. Thomas Lacey, let's go, big man. Any calls today? No. We'll start taking calls on Monday. Love the big boss man attitude. Big man, did you grow up or know people in the hood? Um, well, according to Twitter, I don't know shit about the streets, but yes, my whole life, yes, in and out. Um, basically, I live my life in the hood anymore. I don't chill out in the country or nothing. My everything I do is down in the hood. That's where I'm comfortable. That's where I feel good. That's where I like to be. I think it's important to be nice to everybody. I don't care who you are. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. I'll dab you up. We chill. Whatever. I got a card everywhere. Thanks, Ray. Yeah, dude, I can't wait for the weekend, man. I can't wait for Sunday. I'm pumped as hell, man. I got 4 tickets. I'm fucking pumped, man. I can't wait. The game's gonna be unbelievable. I'm leaving at 8 o'clock in the morning. I can't wait, man. Fucking haters need to back up. They're not haters. They're fucking morons. They don't know anything. They're just jealous people. All these guys that come on and call me fat and this and that. Like, bro, I'm called the big man on campus. You really think that bothers me? I know here's what I do, okay? Because when you go on a diet, you got to change your life. And I'm trying to develop routines in my diet. It's not easy. It's not easy to stick to things. But I'm trying to make a change that I don't just lose weight and then I gain it all back. I'm trying to make lifestyle changes. So it's taking a little bit longer for me. But I'm making the changes. I'm getting there. But calling me that, it really doesn't bother me. My name's a big man on campus. What do you I mean, it doesn't compute. What do you think about Brooklyn tonight? No, I didn't see anything there that bothered me. The only thing I like is the Lakers. Yep, Ivy League. Do I think they called too many fouls in the WCC? Yes. St. Mary's games are notorious for that. But yeah, Loyola BYU was bad. I actually had that game on. They were calling a ton of fouls in that game. The South Philly came out of big man. He's right. In Philly, you get your card pulled for that dumb shit. Amen, Lucky. You know the fucking deal. Listen, anybody have an issue with me, you can find me. I got no issue with that. The problem is none of you people would ever do that. None of you people would ever talk to me like this in public. And I see all you little pricks subtweeting me. Guys that come into this chat that have been in here tonight. come in and subtweet me. You're not me. You're not going to be me. You're a fucking punk who's had a Twitter for 2 months. Get the fuck out of here. Go try to be a fucking line mover somewhere else. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm down, Nick T. Let's do it, Nick T. What do you do after baseball? Basketball. Do you do yeah, sure. Baseball's fun, just like basketball. Baseball's a lot more laid back, a lot longer of a season. You watch every race. Cool, nice. Yeah, no, years ago. I mean, for me, NASCAR was always just kind of it was always for fun. I don't know shit about. I didn't know shit about it. I didn't like it. I didn't understand it. But I got into it. I started betting on it 2 years ago. I had a really good run in NASCAR. I was winning like, and if anyone follows me, like Best Gambler, he's been following me for a while. I'm sure he remembers that. When I had a Spreaker show, I mean, I was giving 8-1 winners, 10-1 winners. Like it was dope. Like in the summer, it was really fun. And NASCAR can be real fun. You know, you pick a couple drivers, you try to find a winner. I mean, in NASCAR, if you study it, you can win. I mean, the same 10 drivers are always in the top 10. It's just about like, you know, what tracks they're good with. Is it a restricted plate race? You know, the surface, what kind of track it is? Is it a road course? Is it a 1.5 mile track? Is it Bristol? Is it Pocono? There, it's you can and they have trends where you can find what drivers are good at what, you know, like Allmendinger's good at road courses, you know, shit like that. Hey, big man, how are you? Hey, what's up, man? He's a hood guy. Look at that painting on the wall. Yeah. Free Meek. Yeah, you're right about that. Free my man Meek Mill. Thanks, Ole Miss. I don't do baseball. I just told you I did baseball. How much were the tickets? Too much. Should I put my life savings on Brooklyn tonight? Please answer. No, you shouldn't. What I would do, Richard, if I were you, and I'm just being nice, I would just try to find something else to do tonight. I'm not telling you it's going to win or lose. I have no idea. No, but I would never co-sign you putting life savings on anything. Is Kuzma playing tonight? As far as I know, yes. BMOC is a great nickname. Thanks, Chris. You got the Patriots 7.5. You bought a half point. I'm not really sure I understand why you bought a half point off 8. Are you saying you bought 7.5 down to 7? If you did that, yeah, I agree with that. But if you're buying from 8 to 7.5, no, I don't co-sign that and don't really understand why you would do that. There are some 7s out there, I believe. Big man, I know you're an Eagles fan. What do you think of the 3.5? Listen, I think the Eagles are generally going to win. I do. I picked against them last week. I don't have a problem picking against the Eagles. I'm here to give you a viable betting option or a betting opinion. I think the Eagles are going to win. But I'm going to tell you right now, I think the under is the best play. I don't see that game getting to 39. I just don't. You're going to have a lot of weird things going for that game to get over 39. Who's your favorite NASCAR driver? I don't know that I have a favorite. I mean, I've always kind of been partial to Truex just because he's from the area. He's from the South Jersey. I don't have a favorite driver, though. Kyle Busch has been my favorite just because he wins a lot. Logano's decent. I don't really have a favorite. Yeah, Lakers are the play, man, for sure. I mean, that's sharp money betting the Lakers. The whole fucking country hates the Lakers right now. It's definitely Lonzo Ball's out. Dude, I'm all about it, man. I'm all about the Lakers. Yeah, phone thing would be fun. We'll get the call thing set up. Actually, I wish I gotta talk to Blackjack here. I gotta see what he's doing. Because I don't want to announce this yet because he hasn't announced it. So I don't want to announce it. But here's what I'll say. Follow me on Twitter tonight. You'll get some good news. We're going to have some fun. So we'll figure it out. Where are your picks? I'm on Brown tonight, +3. That's the only college pick I have. Did you hear Revel was bought? Yes. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully they bring back the beach bar outside, the day club. Computer muscles, just like punks who have beer muscles. Exactly, Marine Corps. Thanks for your service if you're a service member. Yeah, I don't have a favorite driver, like I said. Do you follow PJ Tour at all? Nah, I don't, Brock. Sorry, man. Just never got into to golf. You want to lose weight? Boiled, broiled, baked, barbecue, no fried, only chicken and fish. Yeah, no, I hear you, bro. I haven't eaten fried food. I've eaten like fried food once or twice over the last 2 months. My thing is just cutting out breads and salts and drinking water all the time. Um, who's my play is Brown. That's it. Just get in here and big men laying it down on trolls. Um, yeah. Who's the best Philly rapper? The best rapper ever in Philadelphia is Beanie Siegel, and he's my favorite as well. Um, Honorable mentions would be Freeway, Young Chris, Quilly Mills, Pook Papers, Meek, Spado, Gilly, Joey Jihad, Bricks, my boy Bricks. Shout out to Bricks, free Bricks. And that's fucking real. Shout out to my man Bricks. Bricks music put me, he got me. That music was my shit cone growing up. Free Bricks, man. Um, Look, I mean, there's a ton of rappers. I mean, a lot of guys that probably most of you haven't heard of, but there are a lot of talent in Philadelphia. Um, Oskino, Sparks. I mean, PD Crack. I mean, everybody in Philly was fire. There was nobody that was corny in Philly. Nobody. The only corny guy in Philly was Will Smith. It's the only one. Everybody else was just fire. I mean, growing up, man, music was so good, man. I mean, I remember every week I went over to 52nd and Market. Shout out to my man Leak. He had a stand over on 52nd and Market. I would get every DVD, every fucking mixtape. Shout out to Reed Dollars. Shout out to Tone Trump as well. Um, yeah, it was the golden age, man. Just not like that anymore, though. As far as the movies, why I don't like the movies, I just get freaked out by the movies. It's not like a scared thing. It's just I don't like being in closed quarters where I can't like basically think of it like I don't sit in parked cars. Put it that way. Like I don't like to be like in close quarters where I can't get out and someone can walk up on me. You know what I'm saying? It's very much a paranoia thing. I don't like people like when you're sitting in a car, you have the music on, you're on your phone, anybody can walk up on you. They could box you in. It's just not I don't like it. And movie theaters, you truly have if there's something that went on, you have no legitimate way out. And that little like walkway up to the movies is it freaks me out. Like you're truly shut off from everything else. And the exits are almost hard to get to. You know what I'm saying? It's just not for me. I don't know. I don't like being in closed quarters like that. If it's jail's a little different story because people will bring that up. You're in you're in a closed spot, and I mean, two people in one room would suck. That would be brutal. But at least I can see who's coming. You know what I'm saying? When you're in when you're in a movie theater, you can't see anything coming. You're kind of just there, and anyone can walk up that thing, and you don't know. And movie theaters, there's absolutely zero security at all, and that's one of the creepy things as well about the movie theater. You're the man. Thanks, Xylem. I can't look at a Papa John's logo with that thing of big man. Oh, because of my yeah. I got to get a new thing actually. I've had that for a while. Um, I'm a big Kyle Busch fan. Yeah, how can he not be? I worked at an adult movie theater when I was in college and ran into some characters. I'm sure you did. No, I don't really have much opinion, Andre, on that game. I slight lean to Bonaventure, but Bonaventure's facing a real good defense there, like I said. Don't bet on golf. Yeah, I don't. What's up, DP? How you doing? No, I don't have any UFC. Go to Gamblu or Andreas Hale, Gabe. I mean, he caps that. I don't know anything about UFC. Do you think this is the game Lakers win without Lonzo? I don't know. I could care less about personnel. It's strictly about the line. Where's Greg? Greg is Greg is busy today. I forgot about that. Yeah, no Greg Peterson today. Obviously, he had a meeting to go to at VSiN. No Cassidy. Yeah, Cassidy's in there. Cassidy's a battle rapper though. Best punch, probably one of the better punchline rappers of all time. ARAB. I mean, you're always going to miss people in this, but yeah, I mean, there's so many amazing rappers in Philly. You had yeah, Kid Bay Brooklyn. You remember that when I had that run in NASCAR? Yeah, it was great. I want to drink a green tea outside the bodega. Hey, invite me up. I'll go to any bodega anywhere. Matter of fact, come to Philly. I'll take you to a good one. Um, check out Little D, my friend's boy, on YouTube. Okay. Um, Drake destroyed Philly. Fuck Drake. He didn't destroy nothing. Meek would slap the shit out of him. Do I ever see Will Smith at Sixer games? I have, yeah. I've never met him though. Did Big Ben say over on the Buffalo? No, I have one game tonight. Brown. That's it. Papa John's a big Trump supporter. Yeah, yeah, I know. I heard. Uh, we'll do 5 more minutes here. How do you do on planes? I don't mind it. I mean, again, I can see who's coming, and I see who's on the airline. There's ample security. What are your thoughts on Gilly the Kid? He's look. I mean, how could you not like Gilly? I mean, he back when I was coming up, he put out a lot of good diss tracks. He had that Get Down on the Ground track, which was big. Yeah, I like Major Figures. I always have. Spado, Miss Jade. I like all of them. Spado's the most talented to me out of that group, though. Yeah, I fuck with Yuri Ave all day. What do you think about Ronaldo going back to Manchester United? I would love it. I would love to see Ronaldo back at the Premier League. On a serious note, I think you need to start coaching high school basketball. The kids will respond to you well. That's a dream job of mine, actually, Ryan. If I could do anything, it would be to coach high school, high level high school, or basket or college. That's always been my thing. Um, because to me, I think a coach, the true essence of a coach is not what you do on the court, it's what you are able to do for a kid off the court. And my biggest concern about what we have in our country is the youth and the things that they're going to see and the things that they have seen and what their future is going to look like. Because where I live, the town that I live in, it's over the last 10 years, not Philly. My parents live out in Lancaster, which is where I live now. In Lancaster, it's a hard city. It's gotten real tough over the last 10 years. When I was a kid, and we came here and I went to high school and everything, it wasn't as bad. You could still do some things, but now it's not. Like my grandparents don't even live in the city anymore. It's not a nice town. It's a tough town. There's shootings. It's tough. There's a lot of heroin around here, and our basketball team, JP McCaskey, which is in Lancaster, it's not led well. Most of the graduates of the school go on to not do anything at long term. I've seen some of the most amazing players I've ever seen, but they're not guided the right way. They're not taught to do something after school, stay out of trouble, have an avenue. The successful people like Lamar Patterson, he's a guy who played for the Hawks, played in and out of the league. He went to McCaskey. He's the only person to ever do anything out of this school because he was able to leave and go to a prep school. But I want to help kids. I want to help young people that need guidance and need help. And the problem that I have is that I'm in this business, which I think once legalization comes, it'll be a lot more easier for me to do that. But I could never apply to be a coach. I mean, do they really want me around? Like, you're a sports better? I mean, it just wouldn't look good. But when it's legalized, it'd be a lot more accepting. But yeah, that's always been a dream of mine to be a coach. Um, we'll do a couple more here. We love Big Man. Thanks. What program do you use for live videos? Use YouTube. Kuzma believes in there, like I said. The parents are crazy, and the AAU programs are ruining basketball. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not saying maybe in your area it's not Tiger Bob, but for me, it's something that I think with the right coach, I think any coach can be successful. Well spoken. Thanks, Jordan. Uh, would I run man or zone? It would really depend. My teams would be able to run both. So I would switch. I might even play that pack line in memoriam of Virginia because I love them so much defensively. So yes, I'd probably play pack line. I don't agree with your Lakers pick without Lonzo. It's not about the players, Ray. It has nothing to do with who's playing or who's not. It has nothing to do with that. Big man, you break down college basketball better than any analyst on ESPN. Thank you. Appreciate it. Maybe someone will see that. Pack line is solid. Yeah, it is. It's the best. Little box and one, maybe. Yeah, I'm all about that. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up on that note. Hope you enjoyed the show today. A lot of good banter. See, we can fill 45 minutes without, without much games. I mean, what's the line at now? The fact that it's going down is perfect. That's exactly what we want. The line really doesn't mean anything as long as it's going down wherever you get it. I think they'll win, so I don't think it's going to matter. As long as they don't become a favorite, I like it. Stay tuned to Twitter tonight. Might have some cool things going on that you want to be a part of. And if we do it, I'd like to hear from you. We got one or two more questions here. A crazy guy before he gets off the bus yells "F you N-word" and runs off the bus. The guy getting yelled at replies back, "F you white boy. You're just mad because I don't sell crack. I sell diesel and weed." Sounds interesting. Looks like we have a voicemail. Let me check this out. You know what? I'm going to actually listen to this on the air. I'm sure this is a good one. Let's listen. I got a voicemail from an unknown caller. You think I should answer it? Who thinks I should answer this live on the air? Do you think I should? Here we go. Hey, yeah. You didn't answer the phone. I figured you wouldn't. You're doing your little podcast thing there. What I want to know, here's my question for you. And I doubt you answer it on the air because you're too much of a pussy. But why would people be, what I want to know is why do people be jealous of what you're doing or anything that you do, any kind of podcast that you do, when you don't make any money doing it? Why would a guy that bets big on games, lives in Vegas, and is way bigger in the industry than you or anybody you work for, SBR, has a bigger name than any of them, why would a guy bother you, buy dislikes, anything like that? I have better things to do than to worry about a fucking lower level handicapper who gives out free picks. I'm the real deal. I'm the GOAT. You're a fucking idiot. And the Vikings are going to win 100% on Sunday, so your little Eagle celebration is going to be ruined. See you, loser. Well, I will answer that live on the air. If you're so not concerned with me, why do you listen? You're here listening. I see you every day. This is the guy buying the dislikes. This is the big loser. This is the biggest loser in this business. His name's Chris Barr. You can Google him. He's the biggest loser on the face of the earth. He's a psychopath, and he belongs in a mental facility. And I mean that. He's a grade A loony. This is a guy. This is the kind of guy this guy is. This is a guy that calls my sister, my family. He's a stone cold nut job. And it's true. Let's answer it. Yes. Hey, when did I ever call your sister? Listen, are you this much of a loser? I mean, do I really have to? Hey, listen, I have people that listen to you. I have clients that listen to you. That's cool and everything. But when you bring up my name every day and you guys talk about me, it's kind of getting fucking old, okay? I don't buy this like, I don't give a fuck about you or your stupid. Every person on here. Every person on here knows how much of a loser you are. All you do is run your mouth. You're a jealous fucking loser. That's it. I mean, isn't that obvious? You're talking about, I don't even talk. None of us mentioned you until you came in here. We don't care about you. You're a phony. You're a loser. Nobody talks about you where I come from, right? You're a stone cold creep. You're a crumb. You're the dirt on my shoe, bro. You're a stone cold loser. Matt, when you see him in here, get him out right away. We don't want him in here. We're not going to deal with him. He's a stone cold bum. He's ruined lives for people. He's a mental patient. He belongs in some sort of mental facility. He's a danger to society, and he has no business raising kids. Zero. None. I feel bad that he has kids and they're raised by him. It's a shame. He needs to be in a mental facility. It's true. There's no truer thing. He bothers me. He bothers Donnie. He bothers Jimmy. He bothers everybody. It's not just me. He bothers anyone. Blackjack. Anybody that is doing something positive in this business. He doesn't like. You know why? Because he's not doing it. He's a laughing stock, and we all know it. Unfortunately, you can't change stupid. You can't change mental, and you can't change nuts. And you are all of those. So instead of being jealous and being a loser, why don't you just go do something else in your life? All right? It's better off because everybody here knows the kind of guy you are. Everybody on Twitter knows the kind of guy you are. Everybody in the world knows what kind of guy you are. I don't need to exploit you. You've already done it. You're a bum. You're a scam artist. You're a swindler, and you're a creep. And that's all I got to say. Everyone have a great night. Browns to play tonight, +3. Enjoy yourself. Have a great weekend. Go Eagles. What we're going to do Sunday, we'll broadcast live from the game. Me and Donnie. Check it out on SBR. We'll be in the parking lot. We'll have the cooker going. We'll have everything going. We'll have the football thrown around. It'll be fun. Live from the parking lot. South Philadelphia. Ryan, me, my brother, my sister's boyfriend, Donnie, everybody else, all the fans in Philadelphia. We're going to do it. It's going to be fun. Follow me on Twitter. Might have some interesting stuff coming tonight. Check out that. Tonight's play Brown, +3. Everyone have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Actually, we'll see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock on SPR. See you later. Bye-bye.